I got cotton mouth. Oh my god, that's good. Yeah, that's how this is gonna start. Me drinking into the microphone, going, oh yeah. This is the Jake Redpath ASMR podcast. I think that's so funny. That would be so funny if people started listening to this. They're like, yeah, we love to really hear the sound of him breathing. Just go, right down our little ear holes, tickle our spines. Does that happen to you? That happens to me. That's what happens to me. Whenever, dude, like ASMR shit, like where you fucking, like if you put your headphones on, it like tickles you. Like it just makes me ticklish. It's uncomfortable. I don't like it. But it is like, I guess, arousing in a sense. I don't like the way it makes me feel, which is really kind of horny. No, I fucking, dude, the same thing happens when I get my hair cut. It's the same sensation. ASMR gives me the same sensation as when they're like trimming my neck hairs when I get a haircut, because the vibration of the fucking clippers, like fucking, I just like, I like fucking shake, dude. It's crazy. It's really embarrassing too. It also is like really embarrassing because the barber, like, either like they like notice, they're like, oh, are you ticklish? And it's like, yeah, motherfucker, but like, shut up about it, like, just shut up. Or they don't say anything, because it would be impossible for them not to notice. I guess as I've gotten older, I've been able to like not like actually tremble as much, but I still like do tremble a little when I get my hair cut. I tremble. I literally, yeah. Why? What is the science behind it? What is the science behind ASMR? It's just somebody talking so sweet. They talk all nice, and they send just the perfect vibration down your ear hole into your eardrum, and just your eardrum, boom, 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 and then right down your shoulders. This is weird. This has been a weird way to start the first episode of my first podcast. This is Jakin Off. That's the title of it. I'm I'm going with Jakin Off, I believe. I'll try not to cough into the microphone too much. Sorry. I'm not going to be good at this at the beginning, but it's just like anything else. You got to keep going. You got to keep trying. You got to keep doing your best, because otherwise, why are you doing it, goofball? Come on. Get with it. The podcast is called Jakin Off. I was worried about calling it that because it's like a little crass, I guess. And I don't I don't necessarily like didn't want to come. I was worried about coming across as too crass for a brief moment. And then I realized that one of the most famous podcasts is called like Come Town or whatever. And I was like, it's Jakin Off is fine. It's okay. So yeah. Also, if you have anything you want to say to me, anything, if there's something you think I should talk about, maybe there's something that you have going on in your life that you want just some unbiased advice about, hit me up, dude. I have an email. You can just send me an email. The email is jakin.off.podcast@gmail.com. Jakin is Jakin, like bacon. like if you were going to bake something, not like bake in the food. But like I'm baking without the G. Bacon. jakin.off.podcast at gmail.com. Send me, hate mail, I guess. That would be, if it's funny enough, I'll read it. If you send me something mean that's funny, I will read it on the podcast. I would just only ask that, you be brave enough to say that shit to my face. No, I'm just kidding. I've never been in a fight before. I've never punched anybody. The only person who's punched me in my adult life is my own mother. Is that okay? Are we allowed to say that? Sorry, Mom. It's true. She didn't so much as punch me as she did. We were in South Carolina. She'll remember this. And I was over the age of 18. The legal punching age. I was over the legal punching age at the time. And I don't know, dude, you know how like your parents when like even shit that's like been around forever, like GPS, like being able to like pull up directions on your phone if you have two addresses, you can get from point A to point B. Even shit like that, it's like my mom took forever to like understand or to trust, I guess, And so yeah, she was like getting mad at me because I was like, you're not following. I was like, you missed your turn, and she was like, I need to go this way. I don't know. We were arguing about where we were going, and then she just fucking bam. But like, I don't know. Was it a closed fist? Was it open hand? I think it was somewhere in between. Love you, Mom. I probably kind of deserved it. Not, I don't know. I don't hit your kids, I guess, and until they're over the legal hitting age, then you can hit them. Just wait until your kids are 18 to beat their ass. That's our policy here, I guess. It doesn't sound too good. That's okay. That's just moms. Moms just they pop you one sometimes. Okay. I need to drink some water, maybe. This is an interesting time. I'm having an interesting time doing this. It's kind of weird. I'm in a room by myself, so that's a strange feeling to be talking out loud in a room by myself. I feel like I talk to myself in my own head a lot. Like an internal monologue type thing, I guess. I don't really know exactly what that means or if I'm describing it correctly, but it's, like I'll think my thoughts in my head. Just like a person. Just like a human being. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird to be talking out loud. But then also I have the headphones with the thing going into the headphones to make sure that I'm not like doing anything terrible to your ears. And so, yeah, I just, I don't know. I'm by myself. I'm just all alone right now. And it's a little weird. It's just a little weird. I don't really talk to myself out loud very much. A lot of people do this thing. Here's why I think that I'll be okay doing a podcast is a lot of people are like, I don't like to hear my own voice, but I love to hear my own voice. I'm just going to be totally honest with you guys. I think that I rule. I think you rule. Okay. I think you rule. All right. We're all great in our own way. It's okay. It's okay to like yourself, dude. It's fine. Let it happen. Just, also keep it in check. You don't want to like yourself too much. then you kind of are an asshole a little bit, probably. Everything in moderation. Everything in moderation. Even confidence. All right? You gotta remember who you are. A guy in a room by himself talking into a microphone. Putting it out there. Nobody's gonna listen. Probably. Maybe some people, though. Are you one of them? You have to be. If you're hearing this, where are you? Send an email. Let me know. I'd love to hear from you. Are you at work? Huh? You at your job? What do you do? Probably sucks. Most of them do. Don't they? Don't they? Having a job is the worst. Dude, one time I had a job where I worked for a chiropractor who was like a Scientologist. I didn't know that he was a Scientologist the entire time that I worked for him. But I would see this thing. We had this thing every day in the in the break room called the tone scale. And it's like it was like the top one is like, it's like ascending ascending reality or whatever, and the bottom one is like full death, and like the middle spoke like of the spectrum. This is like a spectrum. The middle spectrum was just body death. I was like, what the fuck? Like, so it's like your spirit. It's like the tone scale is like your spirit, and I learned about it by listening to a podcast about L. Ron Hubbard. And I had somehow retained that they talked about this tone scale in it, but I didn't connect it. And then another thing that they would do there is every Monday we would have a meeting with all of the people who worked at this chiropractor's office, and the boss at the end of the meeting would do a prayer, which I thought it was weird. I'm not a prayer. I don't pray a lot. I definitely have never prayed at work. I think it's a little weird, but it's like whatever. And he said, the guy who was the boss was like, we do a prayer at the end of every session. And you can join in, but you're not required to. But it's, this is the guy who owns the business that you work at. Like, what are you going to fucking not? I bow my head and keep my eyes open, but it's like, I'm not going to just like fucking walk out, dude. Like, that guy would clearly take offense to that probably. So it's like, yeah, you're saying that I don't have to, but I kind of have to. You're kind of making me a little bit. I'm not saying it's like you should be like arrested or like fined or something, but like you should have to acknowledge that, like, if you're like, you don't have to, but like we all do this here, that's a little coercive, to say the least, as an employer. But regardless, he would pray the stuff that he would pray for, and these prayers he would be like, I would like you to place a protective shield over the office. He would be like, please put a barrier around everyone to protect them from harm. And it's like, whoa, dude. He's not praying for like it was not your normal Christian prayer. It was weird. But I didn't realize that he was a Scientologist. And so finally, my coworker, a guy who I worked with at the time, mentioned it. He was like, yeah, he's a Scientologist. And I was like, oh. And it was like, fucking like, dude, I was just like replaying, like looking at this thing in the break room. I was like, oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. And it kind of like scared me because, I mean, it's definitely a cult, and you should be careful. I shouldn't even be talking about this, probably. They're going to come for me now. The Scientologists. I don't know. I just, I didn't realize. I was like, I didn't I hadn't learned the information or retained it enough to make the connection that I was seeing in like a poster in my break room at work. And so I ended up not working there for much longer. I was pretty freaked out and it scared me. So yeah, that's odd, huh? We have I live in Kansas. I live in Kansas City, Missouri. Did I say that already? You know what I did before this. In our skyline, there's like the Church of Scientology is in there now. It's wild. That's crazy. You know what? I don't know a ton about Scientology besides the fact that it's bad and all that, but I will say that I wouldn't want any church to have like a big sign in our skyline. I don't like it. The Church of Nothing. It should not. I don't know. We should tax churches, right? Do we all agree? Maybe you don't. Maybe you're going to email me at jakin.off.podcast@gmail.com and tell me what a stupid piece of shit I am for thinking that we should tax churches. I just think that, at this point, we can all agree that there are a lot of churches that are political entities. And a lot of religious organizations are political inherently, and so it should, and they do like affect the way that people view politics, and so there really is like in some sense no way to detach the effect that religion has on politics, and so it's not fair that they're tax-free entities. And even if somebody's not necessarily like preaching political messages from the pulpit, and frankly there are religious leaders in America that have preached things that I agree with. Like the civil rights movement. A lot of the most important civil rights leaders were members of churches, and so I think that it is gotten to the point where the politicization of religion has crossed the threshold where the separation between church and state is being blurred, and if I guess just ceasing to treat churches as if they are different from literally everything else would help to unblur the line between church and state a little bit, is what I think. Boy, we have really I'm letting myself go. I don't have a choice. I want this to be, I would ideally like it to be somewhere between 35 to 45 minutes every week. If I got better and felt like an hour was long enough, that would be cool. That would be great. But for now, it's like, dude, there's no way that any of you want to listen to me talk for more than like 45 minutes right now. It can't be true. If it's true, send me an email. jakin.off.podcast@gmail.com. I would love to weigh in on, maybe you got something going on in your personal life. Maybe I'm a stand-up comedian. Admittedly, I'm not, famous nor that good. But if you want to ask me a question about comedy, I can answer it. Maybe you're wanting to start doing comedy. I've certainly started doing comedy. I could give you advice on that kind of stuff. At the end of the day, though, just send me an email. Ask me a question. I love you. I love you so much. Thank you for listening. I'm not ending. This isn't over. It's only been like 15 minutes. I'm just telling you I love you in the middle and that you matter to me. Okay? Uh, I can't make money off of you if you're dead, all right? You know what I'm saying? Had to shake my little... I could have just used my mouse, huh? Oh, my mouse isn't on. I got a pretty rudimentary setup here. Honestly, I got this little audio interface. I got this mic and my laptop. And that's it. And my camera, my phone is recording. My camera is my phone. So, I'm poor. Maybe if this goes good, I could put some money into it. Wouldn't that be cool? Invest in myself a little, you know? Don't we all want to do that? That's what we all should do. Honestly. People are like, "Hey, I'm going to bet money on football." I like doing that. It's fun. It's good to bet a couple of bucks here and there, but never too much, just because I don't have very much. And also, I don't know. That money could go somewhere else, bud. Do something nice for yourself. That's investing in yourself. Giving yourself a little treat. Huh? Get yourself a little treat. What else? Putting money towards things you're passionate about. How cool. How cool would that be? We're going to do it one day. It's going to happen. Trust me. It's going to happen. I don't know. This is a project that I've thought about doing for a long time, and it's something that I've wanted to do, but I've just never been brave enough, I guess. Is that okay to say? I'm scared. I'm scared to put myself out there. Aren't we all? We all are. Quite often, I would imagine. So that's cool. We got that in common, don't we? Dude, it's so lame now. People think it's lame to say you like stuff. Dude, you're not allowed to, I don't know. I feel like there's simultaneously been this acceptance of different lifestyles and stuff that's really important, and it's become more and more normal to be open about what who you are and your identity. But at the same time, I feel like there's been this thing going around where it's not people are more pessimistic, I guess. It's lame to be optimistic. I get caught up in it sometimes. I do that. We all do. We all get down, I guess. But do you know what I'm saying? You probably understand what I'm saying. I don't want to over-explain what I mean, but you live in the same world as me. You got to kind of get where I'm coming from, I guess. It's certainly not everybody. Not everybody is pessimistic. There are plenty of optimists. There are plenty of people who are confident and, pursue the things that they're passionate about without caring what other people think. But there's certainly not enough of those people. And we all should try to be, shouldn't we? The world would be a better place. Probably. Maybe it wouldn't be. It could be worse. It could make everything worse. You don't want to hype people up too much. Some people are bad. Some people are just bad normally. They're just bad already. They come out bad. Not very many. Not very many people are like that. At least I don't think. I don't know for sure. I think that I guess my opinion is that more people are more people are turned into bad people by the world. By the world being terrible. There I go. See, dude, I'm literally doing the thing that I just was complaining about people doing. Did you hear that? God, I'm such a hypocrite. Why are you listening to this? How silly. How silly of you. Oh. Water break. I love water, dude. I drink so much water. It's crazy. It's crazy how much water I drink. Honestly, it's sick. You should drink more water. That's some advice I can give you. You don't even have to email me. Drink more water. Drink more of it. You probably don't drink enough. Unless you're a person who drinks a lot of water, drink more. Drink more water. It's good for you. It's good for you. Dude, sometimes, and I feel like I know so many people who will be like, well, I like don't drink water. They just admit to it. They admit to not drinking water. It's like one of the like things that you absolutely need to survive. You know? You don't need your phone. You don't need coffee. You need water and food and shelter. Drink more water. It's like really, you know, I don't know, wear a coat. Wear a coat when you go outside, dude. I see these kids. I'm 28. I see these younger people than me. These people younger than me. And sometimes they don't wear it. Well, dude, that's not even true. People fucking old. There are old people who don't wear coats. Why am I getting on the young people, dude? Lay off. There are old people who don't wear coats too. Dude, why? It's literally less comfortable. You're cold. I know you're cold because you're a person. You're not supposed to be in such a cold environment without clothes on. You know? Dude, it cracks me up. Cracks me up when people are like, oh, I'm from a place that's cold, so I don't get that cold. Yeah, you do. Yes, you do. Okay? You're lying. You're either lying to yourself and everybody else, or you're just lying to everybody else and you know that you're lying and you're just being an asshole. I don't know. I guess you're not being an asshole. It doesn't affect me, but it's stupid. You're being stupid. That affects me. Quit being dumb out here, dude. Be smarter. I don't know. Dude, even like you know, like the people who live the furthest north in the world, like in the coldest climates in the world, they wear coats and hoods and boots. You know? They're from a colder place, and I get it. It's like, yeah, you are less cold. Maybe you're acclimated to colder temperatures than I am. You know, but at the end of the day, the 32 degrees is freezing, and you're fucking what, 78% water. You're telling me you're not cold, dude? Shut up. You're lying. It's a lie. Stop lying. Stop lying to me. I hope if you do that, you turn this off. We don't need your kind. We don't like your kind around here. Okay, this got weird. Hey, listen. That'll happen. All right, big dog. Gotta stay in there, hang in there, you know, hang in there, fella. It'll be all right. Bitching through time with, Aaron Naylor. I don't know those other people. It's like a framed picture. I am Barrel of the Bottoms is where I'm recording this. I got the piano. I think I'm going to make a new poster to put over that piano. And I'll take it off and not leave it on there the entire time, I guess. But yeah, dude. Okay. That's sick, dude. Good idea, dude. Pretty smart. I am a little creeped out. I'm a little creeped out being here. I'm sitting in the middle of a rather large room by myself, just talking. And I'm doing my best. I hope you're enjoying this. I hope that you're having a good time, because I guess that's really what this is about, is making an enjoyable thing to listen to. I got plenty of stuff going on in my life, and so do you. So I appreciate you, taking a minute, listening to the first episode of this podcast. I'm really excited. I'm really stoked. I am stoked to be doing something that I want to do and doing it for myself. And, I would love to encourage you to do that. Unless the thing you want to do is awful, then don't. Don't do it. Rethink it if it's a terrible thing. I don't even know what I mean by that. I don't know. It's like, dude, you ever think about, like, wouldn't it be like, because like all the worst people somewhere along the way, we do this thing with famous people that we like, where they're like, we're like, who's like somebody who helped you that you could have like encouraged you to be and do what you want to do and become who you are today. And they'll be like, oh, I had a teacher that they inspired me and like pushed me and like da 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 da. But like also all the worst people that have ever existed had the same thing. And so it's like, okay, maybe we shouldn't encourage everybody to be who they want to be, because we got to be a little selective, I guess, is what I'm saying. Because there are some fucked up people out there, huh? There are some fucking scary people out there, aren't there? Some of them scare the living Christ out of me, I'm mostly talking, if I'm being honest, about, like right-wing extremists and, just violent people who wanna fuck my shit up. They wanna fuck me up. Yikes. I don't know, man. That shit is crazy. I was listening to this thing today about Germany just had a fucking like mass arrests of people who were planning to overthrow the government there. They were gonna do an overthrow, a coup. They were gonna coup the government. They had a plan and everything. They had a head of state who was this like 70-year-old. He's like a member of the royal family or like the royal line or something. And he was the head. He was going to be the new head of state. They had a judge who was going to be, she was involved. She was going to be the new like chief of justice or like something. And whatever their word for it there is, whatever their role is, it's like the highest, official of like law enforcement or whatever, I guess. The equivalent of, the Department of Justice in the United States. And they had like all these people on board. They arrested like 30 people, dude. They arrested 30 people. And it's crazy. That's wild. They were gonna storm their parliament and overthrow parliament. That's what they were planning on doing. I don't know the details of how they got caught or anything. I was just listening to a story, or I was listening to something that was, they were just explaining what allegedly is what was going on. I say allegedly, but it sounds like it was pretty fucking serious, dude. It sounds like it was pretty for real. I don't know, to the extent that like stuff like that I feel like is like as much of a it's crazy that there have been two sort of we're gonna storm the Capitol events in two different countries. And in such a short period of time, specifically to wealthy and Western nations, I guess I should say. Usually I feel like that is sort of a occurrence in less established democracies. I mean, Germany isn't that established, though. They haven't been a democracy for very long. But, I would just consider them, I mean, it's Europe. They're Central Europe. It's Germany. They are, like, traditionally an oppressor of other countries and stuff like that. And so in a lot of those countries tend to be more stable and have like a more stable version of leadership. So you don't see often people creating a plan to go storm their capital with all their Congress in it. That's weird. I don't think it's not of note. That happens in other places all the time, but a lot of times it's manufactured to a degree, or is subject to outside pressure. Not all the time. And oftentimes that outside pressure isn't the only factor at play. But it typically is not happening in countries that are, in the sort of realm of operation that Germany is in, which is one of the like sort of more upper echelon exploitative places, like the United States or Russia or China is too. But you get what I'm saying. Well, see, I probably shouldn't wade in too much to politics when I'm doing this, because you can only say so much if you're just a guy talking into nothing, into nowhere, to nobody. You know what I mean? It requires some sort of question and some sort of jumping off point, kind of, or at least the appearance of a kind of discussion. Otherwise, I'm just saying my opinion, which is kind of annoying, I would imagine. And also, I don't think I'm particularly good at it. So I'm not necessarily always the most articulate person. Hopefully doing this podcast will help with that. Wouldn't that be great? That would be nice. I would love that. It's always good. It's always good to learn. Hey, maybe that's something we'll do together. We'll learn something. Wouldn't it be cool if we both learned something? I would love to learn. I love learning. We all do. Everybody likes to know new stuff, know about things. That's why there are so many nature documentaries are so popular. Everybody loves those, because you get to learn about a thing that you didn't know before. And it's that birds fuck weird. It's not of consequence to anything. You don't have to. It's not information that you have to know, that you have to worry about. Do you know what I mean? There's some stuff that you know that you just have to carry with you. It's baggage. It's luggage. You're like, oh, this sucks. I don't like knowing that. I don't like knowing about all the terrible stuff. But you got to. Got to be real. Got to keep it real. Got to, stay plugged in to the old reality. Otherwise, you get out there, dude. You get a little disconnected. Make you feel a little weird. Make you feel a little odd, out of place. That's not always bad, though. That's not always bad. If you feel odd or out of place, you're probably around the wrong people. That would be what I would say. But who knows? That's for you to decide. Be wise. Be wise when you pick your friends, because your friends are the something of you. That's good. Hey, are you bored? But are you going to listen to the next one? Then send an email to jakin.off.podcast at gmail.com. Do my job for me. I want this. I'm I'm setting up the recording equipment. I'm recording. You guys provide the content. Okay? I'm just joking. I feel like I've done okay so far. I don't know how long I've been recording. I wish that there was a way for me to see how long it has. Time. Oh, shit. An hour and 40 minutes? That can't be right. Holy cow. Is that true? I think that's just 40 minutes. I think it's just been 40 minutes. Let me check my camera. I'm going to look at the camera. It's only been 40 minutes. Don't be silly. Don't be stupid. Well, that does mean, though, that I don't have too much more time left. Is there anything else that I need to say, Jake? There is. There's plenty more. You know, if you just like hearing me talk, I appreciate it. If you're here because you're a friend and you're supporting me, that's really nice of you. I appreciate that. You're doing me a favor. If you're somebody who hates me and is listening to this and thinking about how bad it is, congratulations, you won. All right? But I'm going to keep doing this bad podcast forever. There's nothing you can do to me. You can't make me stop. No, I don't think. I hope I don't have too many haters. If you hate me, send me an email. jakin.off.podcast at gmail.com. I'd love to hear from you. Send me, this could be a bad idea. No images. If your email has an attachment, I will not look at the attachment or open the image. I will delete the email. Text only. Send me that kind of stuff. I'm not clicking any links. I won't click any links. Well, that's not true. And the attachment / image thing isn't this. Well, maybe I should keep that as a rule. I will accept anything, actually. I don't know. What am I saying? Oh, I won't take pictures? Dude, I need them. Send me a picture. Send me a picture or something. I don't know, dude. Yeah, I'm an idiot. I'm over here making rules, dude. I'm like, hey, send me stuff, but here are the rules of what you have to send me. That's stupid. Send me anything. Send me anything that you can think of. And if it's interesting enough, I'll talk about it on here. Even if it's funny enough, I'll talk about it on here. Those are the two, I guess, biggest rules for your emails. I don't know, man. I guess I could be a little more specific about the stuff that I do. I'm a stand-up comedian, which is sick as fuck. Hell yeah. I've been doing that for about 8 years. I started when I was 19. I'm 28. So, that's cool. I love doing it. It's fun. I would love to do that as my job. It's hard to do that as your job. But that's what we're shooting for. I'm trying to make more content. That's what this podcast is about. Content, dude. You got to have content now. It's crazy. It's always actually been a thing, though. People are acting... I mean, the way that you have content now is different, which is why I'm recording myself talking into a room so that I can put it on Instagram. Normally, I would do this... If I was going to do a podcast before 2 years ago, you would just do a podcast and put it online, and people would hope people would listen to the audio. Maybe you do a live stream or a video. Now I'm recording this so that I can cut it up into reels. I'm recording video so that I can cut it up into reels, dude. That's crazy. The world has changed a lot over the last couple of years. Some of it's good. I don't hate it. I don't want to sound like a person who hates, the reels and stuff. There's like anything. I find aspects of it that are annoying, but I also find aspects of it that are beneficial, that are cool, just like anything. There's positives and drawbacks, to the sort of way that generating an audience has changed. And I've never before put that much effort into putting myself out there. And so that's what I'm trying to do. That's what this podcast is about. And we all should. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, dude, is we should all put ourselves out there a little bit more. And, not be afraid to be ourselves, unless you're a bad person, unless you're just awful. And then shut up and stop it. And don't do that. Don't do it. Cut it out. Yeah, man. Tight. I don't know. We're all doing a good job. Unless you are a rich person. No, I'm just joking. Yeah, dude, I mean, I just think that, it'll be good for me to have this, so that way when somebody says, hey, I liked your stand-up comedy set, I can say, oh, how about, you should check out my podcast or something. And also, this is fun. I'm having fun doing this. I admittedly was a little bit tough for me at first, and I was nervous. Even though I'm by myself, I was nervous. Why? Why are you nervous, Jake? That's silly. But I was nervous. I was nervous to start recording this. I was nervous to start talking into a microphone and to, be staring at a camera while I do it, I guess. It's a little weird. I don't know. As far as having guests, I am barely capable of recording one channel of audio at this point in time, with my abilities. And so I think that there could be potential for that. But for the most part, I'm probably going to just talk about my life, and it'll just be me for now. Because I want to get used to talking. I want to get used to talking on a microphone alone. So we're gonna push it. We're gonna see that. I am very unreliable and a difficult person to work with. I feel like on collaboration projects, I'm not a good collaborator. I'm terrible at it. I gotta get better. But I just am slightly unreliable, and I get irritated easily, and I'm very anal about things. I'm very anal about the way that, like, dude, even setting up for, I run here at Barrel of the Bottoms. That's what that poster is for Comedy Nut. I run Comedy Nut here. Now we do it once a month, myself and Evan Christian Gold. But even about, dude, the way that the chairs get set up and like the spacing, I'm like obsessed with like getting it like to the way that I like it. And so that's a problem. And I also don't like relying on other people as much, just because that can also be a detriment, especially when you're starting something where it's you're not making any money off of it, but you have to put an effort to it. And so it's just hard to convince people to put the amount of effort into your idea that that you want to do. And so that's why I'm doing this by myself. It's a commitment to me that I'm gonna try my best and do my best, I guess, if that makes sense. Is that dumb? Is that stupid? Send me an email. Send me an email at jakin.off.podcast@gmail.com. I love you. I love the fact that if you listen to this, you made it to here, because this is the end. This is the last bit, dude. I'm about to stop recording and I'm gonna sign off, but thank you, and hopefully this gets better as we go. We're all learning, we're all trying our best, but if not, thanks for trying it out. Thanks.